Eala, 19-year-old primed for intriguing Italian Open debut. As Rise continues, Eala is primed and ready to take another big step in her career. After her stunning breakout run at the Miami Open back in March, the 19-year-old has been adjusting to life in the spotlight and now faces her latest test. Eala has automatically entered the Italian Open main draw after a handful of withdrawals, the first time she has not had to qualify or receive a wildcard at a WTA 1000 event. It will be the Filipino's third clay court event of the spring and second at WTA Tour level, following her Madrid Open campaign last fortnight. Ahead of the 19-year-old's campaign in Rome, we look at what to expect from her at the Italian capital. Who will she play? With all 32 seeds receiving an opening round bye in the Italian capital, Eala was guaranteed to face an unseeded player in round 1. Expand article logo, continue reading. However, the Filipina has been handed arguably the toughest draw possible in the form of Ukrainian star Marta Kostyuk. Kostyuk was a quarterfinalist at the Madrid Open last week and rose 9 places to World No. 27 in the WTA rankings on Monday, though the seedings for the draw were made official before this. The 22-year-old was as high as World No. 16 in the WTA rankings last June and has reached at least the 4th round of 4 out of 5 WTA 1000 events in 2025 to date. However, the Italian Open has not been her strongest event previously, reaching the 3rd round just once in 4 attempts. If Eala were to pull off a significant upset and beat Kostyuk, she would then face 14th seed Daria Kasatkina in the 2nd round. The Filipina could also go on to face 24th seed Leylah Fernandez in round 3 and world No. 1 Aryna Sabalenka in round 4. Potential rankings chance. Eala is already at a new career-high ranking of World No. 70 and, with no points to defend in the Italian capital, there is a chance for her to surge even further up the WTA rankings. Even before taking to court, the 19-year-old is in line for a potential boost. With multiple players provisionally dropping points in Rome, Eala is currently up to World No. 62 in the WTA live rankings. Among those set to drop points are current World No. 62 Katerina Siniakova, projected to fall to World No. 63, and World No. 54 Victoria Azarenka, who is provisionally down to World No. 70 without any Rome points. Should she beat Kostyuk, she would cement her rise and be all but guaranteed a new career high once the tournament is complete. However, even if she were to fall at the first hurdle, there is a good chance that she will still secure a new career high at the event. Eala, 19-year-old primed for intriguing Italian Open debut as Rise continues. On the sun-kissed red clay of Rome, where legends have risen and dynasties have fallen, a new chapter in tennis history is quietly beginning. Eala, the 19-year-old pride of the Philippines, is primed and ready to take another big step in her career with her main draw debut at the prestigious WTA Italian Open 2025. In a tournament known for its drama, tradition, and world-class competition, Eala's presence isn't just a milestone for her, it's a moment for Southeast Asian tennis and for all fans of the sport who love watching a star on the rise. From junior prodigy to WTA breakthrough. For those who've been following Eala's journey, her Italian Open debut feels less like a surprise and more like destiny. She first caught global attention as a junior, winning the 2020 Australian Open girls doubles title and the 2022 U.S. Open girls singles crown. Trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy, her foundation was forged in hard work and humility, the same values that have brought her to this grand Roman stage. In 2025, Eala has evolved from promising junior to full-fledged WTA contender. Her breakout at the Miami Open earlier this year saw her defeat top-tier opponents, including American Madison Keys and the then-World No. 2 Iga Swiatek. That remarkable run not only catapulted her into the WTA top 70, but made her the first Filipina in history to reach a quarterfinal at a WTA 1000 event. But for Eala, that was just the beginning. Why Rome matters. The Italian Open, held in the majestic Foro Italico, is more than a warm-up for Roland Garros. It's a clay battleground that tests a player's endurance, creativity, and patience. The courts are slow, the bounce is high, and the rallies long. It's a surface that requires strategy, something Eala has developed in spades. Her game, built around solid ground strokes, clever point construction, and gritty defense, is tailor-made for clay. Her lefty topspin forehand can push opponents wide, and her down-the-line backhand is already drawing comparisons to some of the game's best. But what truly sets her apart is her mental strength, calm under pressure, fearless against higher-ranked players, and grounded even as the spotlight grows brighter. A new rivalry on the horizon. In her first-round match, Eala will face Ukraine's Marta Kostyuk, ranked world no. 27. It's a test of fire early in the tournament, and perhaps the spark of a new rivalry on the WTA Tour. Kostyuk, 22, is known for her aggressive play and explosive power. She's a player who doesn't wait for opportunities. She takes them. But she's also been known to falter under sustained pressure, particularly on slower surfaces. Eala, on the other hand, thrives in adversity. She doesn't blow opponents off the court. She outlasts, outthinks, and outmaneuvers them. Against Kostyuk, she'll need every ounce of her tactical intelligence, especially if rallies drag long and a match becomes a mental marathon. Win or lose, this match is a litmus test of where Eala stands among the sport's top tier and what she still has in store. More than just a debut. For Eala, the Italian Open isn't just a chance to win matches. It's a platform to elevate everything she represents. She is more than a tennis player. She is a beacon for young Filipino athletes, especially girls, who dare to dream of making it on the world stage. Tennis in the Philippines has always played in the shadow of other sports, but with Eala's emergence, that's changing. Courts across the islands are seeing a resurgence in junior participation. Her name is mentioned in classrooms, not just in sports segments. And through it all, she remains remarkably grounded, never arrogant, always aware of the bigger picture. Eyes on Roland Garros. The timing of her debut couldn't be better. With Roland Garros just weeks away, strong performances in Rome could provide Eala with the ranking points, confidence, and clay court experience she needs to make a splash in Paris. She's no stranger to French clay. Her junior campaigns included a deep run in the Roland Garros girls events. But this is the next level. This is the WTA Elite. A few wins here in Rome, and she could be seated in Grand Slams within a year. The door is open, and Eala has both the key and the courage to walk through it. The long view? At 19, it's tempting to talk about Alex Eala in terms of potential. But the truth is, she's already delivering. She's beaten top players. She's fought through qualifiers and main draws. She's shown grace in victory and composure in defeat, and she's only just begun. Her team is tight-knit, her goals are long-term, and her ambition is clear. Grand Slam titles, top 10 status, and representing the Philippines on the biggest stages in sport. The Italian Open is another step on that road, one that winds through red clay, global cities, and pressure cooker moments.